everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the Christmas Eve book tag. This was originally created by Sam's Nonsense, so I'll post the link to her original video down below, so definitely go check it out. This tag has 7 questions, and usually before I do a tag video, I sit down and I try and come up with like my answers to that specific tag question, but I didn't really do that for this tag. I figured I'd just kind of wing it. Alright, so let's get started. Question number 1, Christmas Eve morning. Choose a book that when you wake up you are excited to read. For this question I'm going with These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. This is the first book in I believe the Starbound trilogy? Yes. Trilogy, and I have all 3 books. I remember getting this book kind of later in the evening, so I hadn't started it. If I remember correctly, I had the day off, so I just remember waking up that morning and picking up this book and just being so excited to read it. Question number 2, Christmas Eve breakfast. What are some of your favorite Christmas treats and foods? My favorite Christmas treat has to be those little chocolate covered cherries. I forget what they're called, like what brand makes them, but they come in that little red box and it's got like 1 layer with, gosh, maybe like 6 or 7 little of those dome-shaped chocolates with the cherries in the middle, and then you can remove that tray and then you've got another little tray on the bottom. I can't remember what they're called. Okay, so they're called the Queen Anne chocolates. They look like this. Question number 3, family time. Choose a book that fills you with happiness and love. For this book, I have to go with Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I know this is usually my go-to book for any sort of question that has to deal with like a book that gives you the warm fuzzies and makes you really happy, just because this book is so relatable. It is one of the more relatable books that I have read. Our main character, Kath, she goes off to college with her twin sister, but her twin sister doesn't want a room with her, so she ends up going potluck in the dorm rooms, and she gets a roommate who is very different than her. Kath is very kind of awkward, she's really shy, like she hides food under her bed so that no one eats her food and she doesn't have to go out to like the cafeteria to get food and see people. And Kath is just obsessed with writing fan fiction for what their version of Harry Potter is. So there's so much that happens in this book. It has a lot of great relationships. Like there's a like sister relationship, and then there's father-daughter relationships, and then roommate relationships. Like I love the relationship between Kath and her roommate. They're hilarious. And then of course there's like the really sweet, cute boy that I absolutely love. Levi is so adorable. So there's just so many great things about this book. It is probably my favorite young adult standalone. Question number 4, Christmas carols. What are some of your favorite Christmas or holiday songs? My favorite Christmas song is the 12 Days of Christmas. I love that song. I also love like Here Comes Santa Claus. I also love Jingle Bells. I also absolutely love Silent Night. Just all of like the traditional Christmas songs I love. I can listen to like Pandora, Traditional Christmas all year long. Question number 5, anticipation. A book release that you are anticipating. For this question, I have 2 by the same author. The first one is the 6th and final installment in the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas, and the second is the 3rd and final book in A Quart of Thorns and Rose series, but also by Sarah J. Maas. I've read so many Sarah J. Maas books this year, and I cannot wait for those 2 books next year. Question number 6, sleigh bells on the roof. You hear Santa on the roof and are excited for Christmas and all of its treats and goodies that comes with it. What book was so exciting you just couldn't sleep? I'm trying to pick something that I usually don't choose for this answer. I'm trying to think of the most recent book that I pretty much read throughout the night. night. I'll just go with another Sarah J Maas book, and that is A Quart of Mist and Fury. This is the second book in the A Quart of Thorns and Roses trilogy. At first, I was reading it not slowly, but just a little bit every day here and there. And then I think towards like the last maybe third of the book, I ended up just kind of staying up all night and finishing it. Luckily, I did it on a Friday night so that, you know, that Saturday morning, I could sleep in a little bit. When it came around like 10 or 11 o'clock, I decided that I just wanted to finish the book that night. So I think I read until maybe like 3 or 4 in the morning, something like that, just like a ridiculous time. And with the time difference, like if I had stayed up just maybe a couple more hours, the sun would have been up. So I definitely stayed up all night finishing up this book because it was so good, so good. And the last question, question 7, Christmas morning, Santa has come. What is a book or item that you hope to see that was on your Christmas or holiday list? This question is actually pretty easy for me. There are a few things that I have on my Christmas list that are book related, so I'm really excited. A few of those are kind of like some book reading related like decorations for my bookshelves, and maybe like a little blanket or like some throw pillows. Also, there is this reading journal that Hannah from the Rady Reader talked about on her like gift guide video. It's so great. You definitely should go check it out. But she there's this like reading journal. It's like specifically for taking notes when you're reading, which is great. I don't have anything like that. I just usually write notes like in a composition notebook. So it'd be nice to have like, you know, you can put like author, date, where you got the book, like, and then you've got like your notes and like favorite quotes and stuff like that. And I've got 2 other things, and that is to replace my Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire and Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I personally can't bring myself to replace these because I already own them, so I can't bring myself to like, you know, spend money and buy new ones. But, you know, as a Christmas gift, that's a completely different story. But this one, I'm missing the dust jacket. So really all I need is the dust jacket to Order of the Phoenix, and then I really want a hardback edition of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, because I don't know why, for some reason, how I got a paperback edition of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, I don't know, because I had been getting all of the books, like as they were being released, I was getting those books. So I should have them all in hardback, because hardback is usually, you know, books are released in hardback first, but I don't. I have the paperback, which is really weird. So these 2 books are definitely on my wish list, and it would be so great to get those Christmas morning. Alright guys, well that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below, and I would love to know what your favorite like holiday treats are, and also a book or item that you're really hoping to get like Christmas morning. I hope you guys are enjoying the holiday season so far, and I will see you next time in another video. Bye!